John O'Rourke's the founder of the Great American Cleanup, and he joins me now. So, John, what happens? They set up these tent cities. They build them up, they build them up, and they build them up, and then all of a sudden it's boom, green light, go, and they bum rush?
Yeah, I mean, thanks for having me on. It seems that way, you know. So I was just down there yesterday in Brownsville, and Jesse, I got to tell you, I mean, it's a full-blown landfill down there. I saw thousands and thousands of pounds of garbage strewn about all over the banks of the Rio Grande. And while I was down there, I look across the river and I see a mile-long tent city full of illegal aliens screaming at me, telling me that they need water, that they're dying, they have women and children, that they need to cross, okay? So the reason why they're not crossing is because, you know, they did do a good job with putting a lot of razor wire down there. So I guess what they're trying to do now is get enough numbers up and then bum rush the port of entries, which is what happened last night.
So they're not going through the gnarly razor wire. They're just going right through the port of entry, and you're saying they haven't made an appointment on the app?
Appointment on the app? Do you think these people care about an appointment on an app? All they care about is how the hell can I get into the United States and get on the government tit. That's what they care about, okay? They want their children to get education. They want medical care. They want everything, and they refuse to be denied. So if that means bum rushing at port of entry or throwing a bunch of garbage on top of razor wire and then stepping across it, they're willing to do anything to come here for our American dream.
I mean, of course, I mean, everybody in the entire world wants to come to America. You just can't say yes to the entire world. What does it look like when you see 500 migrants bum rush the border? Is there any sort of resistance that Border Patrol provides?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like the Biden administration. I mean, it's a complete and total disaster. I mean, do you really think, Jesse, that President Biden cares about families in the United States when he has a granddaughter that he wouldn't even acknowledge for 4 years? He doesn't even care about his own family. You think he cares about your family and my family or the people down in the border towns' family? He absolutely does not. Our border is wide open. Secretary Mayorkas is saying the border is secure. I've been to the border more times than Secretary Mayorkas has been, and I own Blue Line Moving, a moving company in Florida. It's not like I'm some rich, you know, politician person traveling the world. I'm spending my money to go down to these towns and clean these towns up and take care of police stations and fund police departments like the constable's office, Constable Norman Esquivel down there in Brownsville, Texas, who's doing great work. He's literally fighting off an invasion with his officers who should be serving and protecting his city, but are called in on a nightly basis to stop people from crossing the border and invading our country. It's an absolute disaster. Mayorkas has got to go, and President Biden has to go. Enough is enough already.
Yeah, we don't like people sprinting across the border. First of all, it's not polite. Second of all, you're going to get away from any sort of law enforcement if you're hightailing it that fast. John, thank you so much for documenting this, and I assume you're probably the only one filming besides Border Doocy, our friend Malugin. We appreciate it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.